Hi there, Yogi, Virendra Yogi, beloved friends. Today I have to ask you one question. Can you know what will happen next moment? What will happen next after next moment? What will happen after 1 hour, 1 day, after 2 days and 3 days? Unfortunately, the science or nobody else has discovered the prediction what is going to happen next moment. I think the prime duty of the scientist or the inventor should be to know what is the future. Past we know what has happened. Present we are acting, but future is still very uncertain. Nobody knows what is going to the future. But if the scientists or anybody, astrologist, astronomist, anybody could discover the secret to know what is going to happen, that can be really great. You see, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. When he was stopped going to the theater, he told he believed in destiny. What is going to happen is bound to happen. Gandhi was going to offer a prayer and he was assassinated. Indira Gandhi was going to give an interview, she was assassinated. John F. Kennedy was going, he was assassinated. Junior Martyr Luther King was going, he was assassinated. So many assassinations in this universe, in this world has happened. But had been there some technique or some science or some invention or some discovery of this sort, who can really tell us what is going to happen next moment, and then corrective action can be taken. Cause and effect just can work, but we know cause, can be no effect. That is only the way I think so. So if you can predict something, some kind of incident or some kind of logical conclusion, if you know the cause, you can really predict some effect. Like Abraham Lincoln, he did, Emancipation Proclamation, so a lot of enemies he has. So he could be taking a lot of precaution not to go outside where there is nothing sufficient protection. Gandhi, innocent, he was just going to offer prayer. There was no cause, there was no reason that he was assassinated, but somebody says, people predicted he is going to favor Muslims, and so some of the fanatic, he wanted to assassinate him, so he should be careful. A lot of people have annoyed a lot of people, and then they were inimical and they wanted to finish him off. But that is really tragic, and that's why Omar Khayyam wrote, this beautiful line, the moving finger moves, the moving finger writes, and having writ moves. Neither all thy pity nor your wits can lure it back, erase half a line, nor all thy tears can wipe a single word of it. It is from Umar Khayyam Kabayat, the 12th century great astronomer, thinker, writer, philosopher, poet. He predicted, and today also everyone says destiny, fate is not in our hand. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. It is so much uncertain. Nobody has understood the mystery, what is going to happen next moment. It's very strange. Then you say, who is that who knows what is going to happen? Anybody knows? That's why, when we become helpless, when we don't know anything else, what is going to happen, then there is only one hope, there is only one faith, God. God knows. Understand, man? God knows. That's why Krishna told in Gita, I know the past, I know the future, present is known to everybody else. Believe it, God is there, and believe in your law of karma. Always sow the seed of noble thought, and you can avoid a lot of misery, sorrow, grief and pain and sadness if you use your intelligence. Think once you do anything else. Play like a chess player and move so many steps forward. If you do this, then what is the result? If you do this, then what is the result? If you do this, then what is the result? Like Chanakya was one of the greatest thinker, philosopher and economist who never failed in his planning because he was moving like a chess player. He was going 10 moves at once. Means cause and effect, cause and effect. If you do this, what will happen? If you do this, what will happen? If you do this, what will happen? So you will at least take care of your karma. Effort and action is in our control. Reaction will also come accordingly. So that way we can really try to save some kind of unfortunate, unseen incident in our life by dwelling in our present, thinking a lot, always thinking, cause and effect, action and reaction. If we are careless, like somebody is doing something which is not to be done, he has to be punished for that, because nature never forgives anyone else. If you violate the rules, regulations, if you don't think much, you don't predict much what will happen, carelessness, foolishness, stupidity, ignorance, indolence, ignominal and bestial and groveling attitude of a man is the root cause of all sorrow and suffering. If he is not using his mind, he is bound to bring a lot of sorrow, grief, pain, miseries in his life, and then he will blame his fate. But if fate is doing nothing, he is the master of his thought, the molder of his character, and maker and shaper and creator of all his conditions, circumstances, environment, fate, destiny, whatever you say. But lastly I will tell you, man, destiny works. You cannot defy destiny. What is lotted cannot be blotted. That's why I conclude my talk to caution you, whatever best you can do, think more several steps forward to prevent any misery, sorrow, grief and pain. But what is going to happen, that will happen. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can even reduce it. Nobody can interfere in the will of God. So remember again, Umar Khayyam, Kabayat. The moving finger moves. The moving finger right and having grit moves on. Neither all thy pity nor your wits can lure it back or erase half a line, nor all thy tears can wash a single word of it. So pray God. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Bhur Bhuvasva Saptur Varanyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodya. Bless us, Lord. We, the stupid fools, we don't know exactly how to do and how to act. Protect us and guide us. That's why there is one aphorism in Hindi. Tumhe mata chapita tumhe vo, tumhe bandhu chausakha tumhe vo. Tumhe vidya dharmam tumhe vo, tumhe sarmam deva devam. Save us. We are not afraid to die, but we are afraid that we should not act in such a foolish way that we become root cause of our all sorrow, suffering, grief and pain in our life. Make our intelligence very stimulated, activated and fully charged, being always induced by your infinite intelligence. Dear friends, this talk will inspire you and motivate you to be a good thinker. Sow before you will reap. Sow the right seed, thoughtful thing. Thank you.